What's up? This is Riley Craig from RCDJ Company, and today we're answering some of the most popular questions asked about wedding DJs on Google. We hate it when people schedule their sunset photos right when the dance floor opens. Cute. Okay, let's start with number one. We ready? Does my wedding DJ act as the MC? Your wedding DJ at RCDJ Company is in fact the MC as well. What does that mean for us? It means making clear, confident, and concise announcements that make people feel comfortable and welcome. As the MC, we want to have a professional presence. We want to make sure people know that we know what we're doing. We walk with our chest out, as I say. But we also want to inspire people to have a good time. You know, if your DJ is not fun, if he's not creating energy, then you might need another DJ. And part of that is handled through MC duties, such as calling people to the dance floor, such as making a big deal of grand introductions. We've got to get people going just a little bit so that later on when the dance floor opens, we're ready to roll. Does my wedding DJ help with the wedding timeline? Absolutely. We want to be a help to you in that department to the level that you want us to be. For the most part, we're going to ask that you and a day of coordinator come up with the nitty-gritty information, but we certainly want to play a part in, making sure that when it comes to dancing and when it comes to, just the order of events, when it comes to reception more specifically, that we can have a say in that if you want us to make sure that we're planning well for all things. One thing we will say at the front end, we hate it when people schedule their sunset photos right when the dance floor opens. Don't break our heart with that. Or do. It's your wedding. Okay. Does my wedding DJ provide ceremony audio? Of course we provide ceremony audio. We want to make sure that the officiant is heard. We want to make sure you're heard if you're saying your own vows. And we want to think ahead of time if anyone is going to come up and say a prayer, say a poem, or say a spoken word, whatever anyone wants to say. We want to have the microphones needed to make sure that happens. And not just that, we want to make sure that we coordinate with any live musicians that you might want to use and have the right musical cues if you have, more of a canned music experience leading up to the processional, all that fun stuff. And so yes, we do ceremony music. We do it week in and week out. And, we can provide everything that you need for that and communicate with the parties that are involved to make sure that's handled professionally. Does my wedding DJ take song requests? Of course we do. It's your wedding. And when it comes to song requests, we want to take song requests from the people that you want us to take song requests from. So throughout the process, we want to allow you, the agency, to decide who that is. Not all song requests are the same. Not all song requests are created equally. If your bridesmaid comes up and gives us a song request that is very compatible with the list that you gave us beforehand that you want played, then there's a higher likelihood that we're going to play that song. Now, if your uncle comes up and wants that Kid Rock song from the 90s, that's a blend between rap and country, and it's just not the direction we're headed right now, we'll cordially tell him we're not going to play that song in one way or another. Now, we can change that to the level that you want it changed. If you want any song request granted, we wouldn't recommend it, but we will do it. And if you don't want any song requests from anyone during the night, then we won't do it at all. And so it really is dictated by, the philosophy that you want us to have on that throughout the night. Our default position is to put on our bride cap and to think through the lens of what the bride would want during the night. Of course, Our goal is to make sure you're happy and the music that you want played is played. And so if we feel like it's, a song that's compatible with your playlist and you haven't put too many restrictions on the playlist itself, then we might give it a go, keep our head up and see if it's working, and get out of there if it's not. And that's usually how we take song requests. Does my wedding DJ follow our playlist? Some brides give us really concrete playlists, like do not go outside of this realm. Others give us a little bit more agency to jump in and out. Now, depending on what your flow is how we're gonna approach this situation here. If your playlist is really rigid, then we'll stick with it. We will stick to the status quo, as they say. Now, where we like to land is where your playlist is, the nucleus, the main part of what we're looking at. But if we feel like a song is really compatible, then we're allowed to kind of jump over just a little bit, try it out, see if the crowd likes it, see if the bride likes it, see if the groom likes it, and keep it rolling in that department. So however you want that handled, we're happy to do it. Our recommendation is that you give the DJ a little bit of agency over musical selections, because to a certain degree, that's what you pay a DJ for. A little bit of taste making, as you may call it. Does my wedding DJ do more than press play? No. All we do is stand back there and, act like we're doing stuff. Of course we do more than press play. Our job is going to start months before the wedding, getting a feel for your playlist and making sure that, we have a custom playlist made in our software that is your playlist. And, researching the music, making sure that we're getting a good feel for the beats per minute of the song, making sure that we're feeling out the genre taste that you have, and really acquainting ourselves with your flavor, your style throughout the night.